mounts attached. Cute. Welcome back to my tutorial streams, or guide streams, or playthrough streams, or whatever you want to call it. I'm on 2 characters at the moment, but I've still got the, I mean, I don't have to have this. Let's get rid of this for now. Pull it up later. Oh, wrong one. Cool. Just over here on my main. Still reading the chat, that's all. Did it go? Must have hit something wrong. Guild, boom. E. And then Mega. Do a little bit of advertisement. Alright. Now, where were we last time? Last time was 3.5 was forging, and we got all our gear pretty well sorted out. There's room to do a bit of enchanting on the accessories. Could do that. Oh, we were gonna do fluids. That's right. Remove that now. Maybe with some land that we've got, we can maybe buy a wand or something. Gandharva. Now, we missed our daily login, and just ignore that, okay? Like, if you are playing this game, and this is your main character, you probably can handle logging in every day. This is like on my 18th account, so it's not quite that easy for me to log in every day. I've been very busy, and so it's been like 5 days since my last stream. Now, I've also lost some settings on my computer. If you're going to invest in Logitech, I don't recommend the software. The software is a pain in the ass. The gear is great, the software is shit. So I no longer have my mic settings, I no longer have my macros. I've had to install a old version of Logitech gaming software, and it's all working much better now. But I've lost all my deets, my settings. That's okay. We don't use many macros on this character, not yet. Anyway, we can always make some. Let's see. Some frames. Good. Probably could have changed my settings a bit too. I was thinking of maybe upping the resolution. Okay. Happy hour, happy hour. So, we grabbed a level 1 quest, happy hour. You've probably seen me do it before, or you already know about it. Because of reasons, probably gonna grab, should we grab XP or should we grab item drop? It's a tough question. Potentially battlefield. Union's on. You should know this now, level 24. You can get dailies. Oops. If you grab a quest while, if you're doing a trigger or something like that, while looking at this window, it'll move the window around. Okay, I already got it. Somewhere. I don't see it. Dailies? That's why it's not ticked. Anything else not ticked? Skiont, Creecrops, Celos. Celos, Creecrops, happy hour. Alright. So we lost our fast mount. That's gonna suck a little bit. But that's why we did the Temporarian's Way quest, so we could get this mount. It's not as good, but it's something. What should we do first? Let's go shopping. So we'll go to the mailbox in Nova Lux. And the auction house is nearby to that. So it's over towards the bank, if you look at your map. Let's do our 1-day click while we're walking. Do I have any friends? No. Anybody want to be a friend? Let me know and I'll add you. So battlefield, we got an AED. That's not terrible. We're gonna check out the progress on this battlefield. 29 minutes. Do I have my phone? It's all the way over there, isn't it? I probably can. Set timer, 27 minutes. Cool. This is what I do on my new characters when I'm busy doing other stuff, but I have that daily quest that I can add to things. I hope that music volume isn't too loud for you guys, because it's very loud for me. Let me check. It's pretty loud. I don't know. We'll have to check the video. Play back the stream later. So you can exit with this button over here, and it'll lock you out of joining a battlefield for a certain time frame. So you just go battlefield again, and click, and it'll tell you how long you've got to wait. So I think from the time you enter, it's 5 minutes. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Now, we probably sold everything. It's been over 3 days though, so some stuff just came back. Some stuff just sold for nothing. That happens if it expires. It'll come back if nobody bids on it. As a period expired item. That's okay. I'm sure we sold some of this stuff for a fair enough price. But it looks like I sold a lot of it for nothing. That's okay. It wasn't massive anyway. Plus I think I'm doing pretty good. To have 4 million land as it is not bad. But yeah, that daily quest we grabbed, victory in theme battle. All we have to do is win, so if you set a timer, it's a bit of a 50-50 coin flip. And I might use my other character who's logged in to help me get into that spot. And get a free win. A couple free wins is all you need to get a weapon for level 40, and that'll be your best weapon at level 40. Which we will show you when we get up to it. Alright. Now, let's look at a few funny things. Let's look at fire. See what comes up. We want for this character like fire property damage. We've got continuous damage, but it's not quite the same as just an automatic smack in the face with fire. Nothing else going on though. So that's not going to work. What else can we look up? Are we going to make the switch? There's no forge, so I wouldn't make the switch. If anything, I'd just do some enchanting. Does anybody sell ion skill crit Xeons? No. What will I find if I look up FOC? Not a lot, that's fine. Let's go back over here and check to see if anybody was talking to me. Megaphone. Oh, that's not bad. I kind of want that. Oh well. I'm not playing on that character right now. Don't look at that. No, there's only one person I have to worry about. We're just having a chit chat. Doing a little bit of advertisement. Does it work? Neat. Alright. Back. A little bit of advertisement. Okay. Right. Okay, what else can I look up? Okay, if not FOC gear. Gear was good. Yep. That's all good. Plus 31. Want Gandharva. Okay, let's look up Gandharva. Let's select wand, because that's the one we want. And go 25, 25, and that'll give us... should give us pretty close to it. Okay, so... there is a Gandharva wand. Me plussing it to plus 30 is probably not possible. Maybe it's possible? I don't know. Should I spend 1kk on it though? I can tell you I want to actually try and kill Gandharva this stream. That's on the agenda. So let's go do that. We might get a we might actually get what we're looking for anyway. By chance. That would be a nice little addition to the stream. Alright, let's max this fireball. Might upgrade the healing yet. Remember, these are not the skills I would use later in the game, they're just the skills I would use while leveling up. If you're going for the free skill reset, or you plan to buy one later, you can sort this out after level 50. Probably wouldn't be in a rush to change it until I got to level 60 or higher. There's so much stuff we can do now. So there was just the Gandharva weapon. Maybe the shield. Shield's pretty crap. I didn't bother to look it up. I actually have a shield on my other character, but I want to just hand myself gear. Now, this is something everyone needs to know. So we've just come from Plaza Tolerance down into the Mercy Street, and right here you have a NPC called Dr. Rasmussen, and he has these funny little things. So they cost 5k each, and they are what you use to compound ion energies into an item. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll buy 6 more of these. Hold left shift, you can buy multiples at once. Buy 6. We've got 7 of them now. We're gonna go make some fluids, and if we're lucky, we'll get a good one. I will show you what a good one is in just a sec. It's not a good time of day for watch streams, not from Requiem. Middle of the night would be a bit different. Yeah, there's the replacement shield. From this quest that I picked up last stream. Get rid of this crap shield. You don't have to do these quests. They're not a huge chunk of XP. 15k. That's not a lot of XP at this level. You don't really have to do any of the quests past save a few. Now we want the compounding smith. And you put the envelope in the compounding smith and you got all these compounding options. All the way down to level 90. We've got a few level 20 ones we can make. Get a box. Let's do all our compounding first. It's like most of them are going to be level 30 boxes, which we might get to use later. It can be hard to buy this stuff off AH for these low levels, because not many people bother selling these sort of items. Which means it's possible for you to sell these items yourself. And get a small, nice, tidy little profit. Especially if you get a good one. Or just sell the fluids. This is an example of an okay one, but it's the wrong type. See how it's melee damage? And it's Eximus. And yes, you'd need to use Eximus Xeons to upgrade it. So that's not a keeper. And that one is a keeper. This is the rare version of the HP Con fluid. Now, it's interesting because the rare version has HP recovery scaling, if that matters to you. But it's not, and the Karis one doesn't have HP recovery in its scaling effects. Level 30. Good, 1 Karis. Awesome. So this is the damage variant, and this is the one we potentially want the most. There is Supernus, there is Eximus, there's rares. Ultimately, this one's going to be the one we really want when we get there. Because it's got the intelligence, mind, and magic damage. And if you plus it, it's just going to be more and more of those stats, as well as skill crit chance. So that's going to help us kill things more. In the meantime, we can wear this HP one. That's a nice little bonus, especially the armor. If you were to plus it up. Ah, why shift isn't working. More armor, so it's a nice addition. Mostly for the HP for now. So we're just going to delete anything that really isn't that good or not useful to us. So those were both physical damage ones. We're just going to delete them. So we're a Shaman. And that's no good either. So we got 2 out of 7 worth wearing. And that's all you need. I'll put this down here. Okay, there was one more thing to compound. I noticed it in the corner of my eye. The Temporian model we got earlier. You get this little quest item from finishing that. Put it in here. And you get an upgraded Temporian model. You do have to put it back into your hotkeys. Now we need to grab Happy Hour. I think we should grab XP because there's a lot of stuff in between from here till later. I mean, if I grab item drop, I might get an Infinity Atma. That could be useful. For a 2-day item worth. I think if I get XP, I might level a bit faster, and that looks cool in a way. But if I get item drop and I get something good, that's gonna look awesome. Stream. You're kidding. Kid, it's been half an hour. Maybe an hour. We have to. It's gonna be one of those days. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey, that doesn't look right. It's a bit better. Welcome back to the 2 viewers that I've got. Feel free to use the chat. Mary's gotten up a little bit earlier than can be expected. That was a small nap today. That's okay. We can make it work. We'll try to get in at least an hour like we usually do. See if I can put something on the TV for her. Nothing like a little bit of Bluey. She might be getting sick of that. We use it so much. Bluey, Bluey, Bluey. Already watched that one. I like that one. Loading times. Even trying. Don't normally have this much trouble. Let's try reloading that just from here. And now it's frozen. Okay, we're good. Okay. You may or may not hear the TV show in the background. Doesn't look like it. Okay, there are a few quests in the game that can drop a half-decent item. And you could do the scroll quests from here on out to add to what you can do. Nice that the scroll quest, you just take it all straight back to any agent vendor and you can drop it all off in one spot. But for most of the game, it doesn't drop that very good XP at all. You don't really have to worry about it until you're in North Hammerine, which is not the next map, it's the map after that. But some of these quests, especially the ones in Parness, come with a really nice item in the scrolls or in the normal quests. So this item here gives us a faster mount, and that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Other than the fact that we may not be streaming for that long and it'll be a waste. But if you're going to play and if you need a mount, go pick up that scroll quest. Wrought Iron Mane. Get a faster mount, because why not? It'll also generally progress you around the map. So it pretty well asks you to just come out and kill things nearby, and then it asks you to kind of go around Lux Beach towards the plains or over this bridge here. And it'll direct you towards Ruins of Lament, which is where we will be going. And then later it'll sort of direct you back at the water tower area and Tinux Port. And then back to Redstone. over to Ancient Temple, and then over to the rest of the map, and by the very end you're all the way back at Redstone Gorge again, doing this small area here before moving on, if you follow the original game direction. We're not really going to do all these scroll quests, we're just grabbing them because we can. Now, without getting too confused, what was next? Fluids, get some land, we grabbed item drop. Okay, I want to go grab Possession Beast, that's important, and I might grab this faster mount, it'll just be a little bit more useful to get around. I really want to do a few of the things that we didn't do in Turbo. Some dungeons and things like that, because a lot of beginners want to know more about the gutters and what they need to go in there and kick some ass, and I can do that, but I don't really recommend it if you want to progress. It's not needed, it's not necessary, but we'll go in there and kill everything. Okay, Bandersnatchers. So I would be using this Wing Rider here, but we're gonna finish some of these scroll quests. Get some Bandersnatchers straight outside. Our skills are a mess. It's like we're one-shotting. So remember how before we got 16k XP? We're getting almost 2k XP per kill, and we're one-shotting. So really, it would be faster to just stay outside and kill things. Much faster. And to grab that quest, come out here, kill, and then return. A lot of these quests are going to work like that. I doubt we'll do it this stream, but there is a point in the game where we would probably be just farming, just grinding, and that's when we hit Ancient Temple. This middle area here. I've got lots to say about that. Now remember, we've got that increased drop rate. Yeah, so we'll grab this, and then we'll kill maybe 1 or 2 more things. That alarm was set to not be too quick. Okay, so I'm going to off my video capture. No, wrong one. Game capture. So you guys can see this. Now I'm going to enter with wrong character. Okay, let's just see what happens. Can we quickly enter with our main character, who's still chilling? Am I on the winning team? I am on the winning team. So what we want to do is we want to leave and then join. That'll leave an open space, and I should end up on the wrong team. Bugger. Should have just joined with this character first. Okay. Who knows why that happened. Usually you can join, and if you're on the winning team and that's not the character you want on, you just jump off, and that creates an open spot, and you'll naturally slot into that spot. So, unless for whatever reason the algorithm messed it up. Unfortunately, we are not winning. Fortunately, I don't need to sit here for no reason. You could go to Battlefield and just die a lot, especially in Union. And get contribution and get points and then get big chunks of XP. But I wouldn't recommend it. It's pretty boring. If you want a power level, play the game once through properly with a very good PvE character like a Shaman, and then power level your new characters. There are better ways. Anyway, we haven't quite finished the quest yet, so we'll do a bit more killing. Gotta check and see if I've got a quest. Probably don't. There is a quest coming up later. I think she's gonna spend the rest of the day being pretty drowsy. She needed more sleep. It is a bloody hot day here in Australia. Well, in this area of Australia, but I'm sure most of Australia is pretty hot right now. Cool. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to continue to Lux Plains through the Wing Rider. It'll be faster. I'd like to remind my viewers that this is a big, big, big map. And the Wing Riders are faster. Unless you can teleport. Right, so we came over to the Lux Plains and we finished that scroll quest. That'll give us the fast mount. Now it's found unacquired and it's automatically open, so it's 24 hours from the time you get it. That's going to replace our Rex for a little while. Notice the XP? Not really worth it. Cool. These items can't be deleted, so sell them when you get the chance. Yeah, that didn't work. Go back. You could set your return location to this area, but you will have a frick of a time always having to Wing Rider it back to get to Nova Lux. Interestingly, if you die around here, you can port back if you select nearest return location. But that could be a small pain in the ass. A little bit faster now. We might queue for FSC because we can. Who knows, something might start up. Could be fun. At this level, it should you into a level 49 at FOC. Quite a lot of fun, and it's really good for new players, provided you have a fair team versus team situation and your opponent isn't just somebody who's super built for 49 FOC, unless of course that's what you're doing too, in which case you want people to be strong, unless you're there to troll, I guess. So we're continuing to travel around. Ruins of Lament is a really cool location. It's kind of a crash location of this ancient city that used to float. I don't remember if it's the Natch or something like that. One of the not mythological, but existing dead races of the game. Story goes, there was this big flying city in the sky, and when the big accident happened, it came crashing down because its magic was no longer working and created this area. Spirally crater thing. You'll see in a moment what I'm talking about. Now, this is a Great opportunity, and probably everyone's first opportunity to try this. But Rex doesn't take full damage. So you can run up along here. It's good fun. So glad they put this here. And if you game, though I might ruin it for you by doing it, just jump off the edge here. And enjoy falling to the ground. It's a lot of fun the first time you do it. Now this Ancient Ghoul is a unique monster. If you're lucky, he might drop a quest item. We're not. There's nothing really much to it. It also does all that crazy death model glitch stuff. So there are quests in and around, all around here. The actual levels for these quests are like 30, 35, that sort of thing. But you don't have to worry about any of that. Not when you're built like I am. These accessories and this armor, you're not going to have any trouble. These strongest battlefield merchants around everywhere. Very handy to have around. So the reason we've come here is to get Possession Beasts. You have to come here for that. It's not super clear, but it at least tells you that much. Alright, we can max Flamethrower now, and we can max Fireball probably almost too. Now that middle monster will drop a key. Grab that, and that'll help you move into the next area. Kill all the monsters, because you're only going to aggro them anyway. A Flamethrower is now instant cast. We can move and cast at the same time. I recommend the DNA for that reason at these low levels, because it will just give you access to a larger skill palette. It will mean more DPS. You should be able to survive a jump straight to the ground. And you're looking for the Room of Lament. Let's test our heals. Too bad. I mostly go for viewers on my Twitch account. I think it's better to have the viewers there because people can always rewatch the stream on YouTube later. I, for one, don't use YouTube to watch people stream unless I have to. Yeah, just kill everything anyway. You might as well. The XP is about twice as good as what you'll get outside. But outside I one shot, inside I two shot, so it sort of works itself out to be the same. The ion energies you'll get here are ideal for level 40. This is a good area to farm. To repeat over and over again. You get ion energy ones, the super ones. So that monster would have dropped a key. I believe it used to be a boss monster. Can't remember anymore. So you did used to need a party to do this, or some help from a higher level character. Not impossible to do. A really good introduction to bosses. Probably the first genuine boss you'd face. Where it wouldn't be possible at this level without help. Even with this gear, it'd just be running around, at least kiting may be possible, but... And I'll drop the key, which will continue to the Room of Screams, and then eventually you finish Ruins of Lament. Now, I will do that because I'm here, okay? I'll do that because I'm here. You have no quest. There are a bunch of quests for the area. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to come here for the quest. You don't have to come here to finish Ruins of Lament. It's not necessary. These are traps. Interesting traps that I haven't really thought about very much. I'll be a little bit open here in stream, but I've been, and I've been open in guild chat, I've been open in Discord servers, I've been talking about game files lately. I have been having a little look at game files and learning a lot about textures and character models and whatever is our first event item. Man, that is shocking, the drop rate for these roses, even with the increased drop rate that I have. These will probably mean nothing to a new player. If you farm enough of them, you can make a box, I suppose. I doubt I'll even get to show you that this stream, or next stream. I don't think I'll have enough to get a compression. Okay, so we made it to the room where you summon the Giant. You just click on the trigger. And you'll get this Possession Beast model. And kill it. And it should be one-shottable. Really nothing special to that. You can't walk up to that and portal away. It doesn't work like that. Just a visual effect. So we'll finish Ruins of Lament while we're here. We might add that into the video description later. But that's what we did. None of this stuff really matters. I mean, it'll keep filling up my inventory. I might keep fluids from now on. You're not going to get more 2s and 1s. I mean, you might, but probably not needed anymore. You're going to get a lot of potions though, worth letting them stack up. Okay, this room of screams would be this room over here. There you go, so it is. Not a terrible idea to go through Ruins of Lament when you're this strong, getting this kind of XP. Probably get a level up out of being here. It's interesting. Cancel this battlefield. There's a strongest battlefield. That's just started. You could, especially joining early, provided you don't crash, go in and really farm. Really go for it. Could be rather boring though, it doesn't involve getting anything actually done. I definitely don't have a guaranteed time slot for it. I'm getting Dura belts, which is nice. Got a lot to do with the level of the monster that you're killing and the drop table associated to it. I haven't worked out how those data files work yet. No. Ha. Hope you don't get into them, because Mum would be very mad. I hope I don't die too. Thank you. No chocolate biscuits.
Num num num.
Num num num. What about Piggy Bicky? Would you prefer Piggy Bicky? Pretty sure you would. Got these out for me, but I'm really surprised that I'm going to use them. for you. Okay, this guy was definitely a boss once upon a time. But they changed him. Pretty sure if you attack him, the whole room will aggro you, similar to how a boss would work. Test that theory. No, just that group of monsters. But when they relaunched the game, they decided that it was too hard for noobs in here. They didn't trust that we'd all work together, which is sad. They should do that now. Should have done it then, because there was plenty of us noobs around. He should just be really weak now. Kill him. Rose is nice. Quest item, Soul Eater's Relic. And the key, organ key, which will trigger a video event, which is very far and few in this game. I think there's only like 3 videos files in this game. Another rose, nice. Maybe we will get to make an event box. Not a very good event. Bit difficult to farm. No drop rate bonuses. And it feels really crap after Christmas when you've got big drop rate bonuses to go down to bugger all drop bonuses. By the way, you can't use your mount in the dungeon, unfortunately. The bosses in this dungeon, or at least... Well, that's interesting. They changed the monster to a... the boss to a monster, but its drop table is still definitely its own unique drop table. Dropped boss items from this dungeon. So you've got a melee set and a... You've basically got a melee set and a mage set. I say melee, but a ranged character is basically the same thing. This is a piece of the melee set. It is viable for its stats and its balanced armor, as well as the improved movement and movement speed. And did I go too far? I did. Okay. Ruins of Lament. Interesting. Now that I've looked at some data files, I'm gonna do stuff like this. I'm gonna think, what changed between one thing and the other during this video sequence? Yeah. It's not a new map, but all this stuff comes in. Like, how did they do that? They don't do that in any other map. This event where this item changes. Is it just me, or did I go red? Am I a new shade of pink? I look like I'm a shade of red. Why is that? I might have to look back over the video later and see what I did. Anyway, now you run back up to the top. So yeah, Lamenting Cry, it's a okay set. I still think it's better to have the level 20 Ion because of the spread of stats. It's still the same scaling, it's just one less stats, missing the con. Armor-wise, okay, you get long-range defense, that's something. But most of the game is short-range defense, where that's the most important stat. Not a lot of long-range attacking characters, even in PvP. Otherwise, you might want the attack speed, movement speed boost, or the enchant slots. Might be a reason for going for Lamenting. But there are other options. I really don't think it's better than just using the Ion level 20 set. It's much easier to farm and get than having to come in here, kill that boss, run out, do it again. You know, you'd have to come back and forth, back and forth. Hey bub, you want a biscuit? They're here. See? Mind your fingers. Beat. What? Curulin? Is that what it used to say, or is they messed up the text in the game? I think some of the changes they've been making, like small string changes, I think they've been neglecting all the connections that are supposed to come. Yeah, his name isn't Corellin or something like that, it's Qualin. I don't know if they've changed that. Alright, we'll make things interesting and actually attack the boss. Now, this used to be a awesome boss. People used it even at the end game, because Avengers have this awesome ability where they can capture even bosses if they are high level enough. If the Avenger is high level enough. But they changed it from being really awesome, really powerful. It's mostly that one skill he just used then that makes him really powerful. Should have upped his damage or something. But he has a AoE stun. It's got a pretty huge radius on it too. Seal of Aurora moving to Parness. What was that? I don't remember this stuff. Seal of Aurora. I don't remember these little pop-up notifications. But then again, it's a minor detail. And we got some more Lamenting Cry. So yeah, as you can see, around level 30 you'll get quests for this area. We're not going to be too fussed about it. The compressions we've been getting are good, but you've got a better drop table in dungeons. So it's not a complete surprise. I'm pretty sure any of these triggers do the same thing, and they just take you out of here. Another way out of here would have been to just go character screen, and then back, and that also would have worked. Okay, so, Nova Lux, we can do that. port back to Nova Lux and we'll go get PB. It doesn't say it'll give you PB, but it gives you PB. It should be here in the reward items, but there's a lot of stuff in this game that needs a bit of optimization. Then we are going, it's actually not a bad opportunity to show Gandharva either, because there are 2 entrances for Gandharva. Hey, I did finish Turbo because in a way, you can go to the 2 dungeons that I'm going to go to from Parness as well. You got Chast Sanctum, and that's where we're kind of going now, but there are 2 entrances for it. There's this entrance here, and there's an entrance. There are a little side map for this area. Grand Light Shrine. That's what should have popped up. Why is this popping up? It should show the Grand Light Shrine. They've messed up that as well with some of these string changes. Alright. So, open my inventory, boom, and you get the PB item. And the help tip will come up for it as well. Go through these help tips if you're completely new. It's not a terrible idea. Dropped 5 times. And to activate it, you just have to take him and move him over to this slot in your PB menu. So I'll show that again. Possession Beast icon button. And then move it over to this slot here. And it'll change into this icon. And then I would normally put this somewhere where I can't press it by accident, but we'll be using it a lot, so I'll put it on F1. Later in the game, I don't like accidentally pressing it. About that dungeon, you just keep moving into this door and it'll take you to Chast Sanctum. They didn't have to connect these 2 locations like this. It's a bit weird that they did. I can't remember ever doing this dungeon while actually being weak. Now we're in this dungeon and we are going to try to get to Gandharva and beat her up. Just because we can. Hey bub, what's up? You ran out of biscuits. Would you like a new biscuit? Would you want to come up here? Want to come up? You want to come up? Up. Whoa! Alright. Not much going on here. Ah! All my chords. Gentle. Oh, we are getting ion energy 3s. So, this dungeon is the same as a later dungeon in the game. It's just lower levels, and the bosses are a little bit different. So, for just killing Gandharva, and that is all I would actually recommend for this dungeon, is killing Gandharva. You could also go left and right for these bony hook bosses. They're a really interesting character model. They look really cool. You don't have to kill them at all. The reason you don't have to kill them is they don't really drop loot that you would use. A lot of pointless loot. And all the effort that I need to do to go over there in the first place. You already have to go to Gandharva, and Gandharva is straight ahead. The XP is still not bad though. You could party up with a friend if you've got one, or if you found one at a similar level, make this much faster. But another thing that's going to make this much faster is having possession base. Is the reason why we prioritize that at level 25 over any other missions. Yeah, I'm not gonna do Bony Hook. I probably shouldn't have even finished Ruins of Lament. But I can see why a new player would want to figure out what's going on in Ruins of Lament. Thankfully in this dungeon there is absolutely no quest to do with the Bony Hook bosses, so no need to do them. I'm pretty sure they don't drop Gandharva loot. They just drop Bony Hook. Now, this is the middle area of the dungeon. On everyone's screen, it'll look different depending on when you loaded in and started the map. Jumping on, jumping off can be a little bit confusing and difficult. The fact that it's moving me in the first place is a fancy little bit of the game. Hard to explain how the data works, but typically you will jump off and you'll have an increased speed. Typically, so you've got to watch out for overshotting the whatever you call this path bridge. You will grab a handle. Yes, for you. You're putting it back. Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend farming Gandharva for your own weapon. You'd have to be super keen and there'd have to be nothing else available. I have no other character. Often when I'm at level 97, often when I'm doing my daily quests, one of the daily 50 quests requires you to kill Gandharva. Often when I'm doing that, I get a drop every now and then and I get a weapon and everybody else gets the same thing. And some of us will put that item up on AH, so especially if it's a good item like a wand or a staff, because we know it's valuable and it'll sell. It would be a waste not to sell. So many things to do. This is one of those things. We've done 2/3 when we finished Gandharva of what I'd really like to do this stream. It is over an hour, so we did that at least. Narod, hi! I will end the beginner's guide when I am out of things to do and I'm farming in Ancient Temple and it's boring. At the moment, it's getting there when it comes to boringness. I want to complete a little bit more of this guide. Now, the floor tiles, there is actually a trap effect there, so when you run over this green stuff and not jump over it, you will take damage. This poison smog. I guess you don't want the biscuit anymore? Mary. Look. Yeah, we're streaming. How you going, guys? Yeah. 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 You tell him. We are playing a game and talking to everybody. There's Gandharva, there's Gutters. That's just showing it for new players who are like, hey, you know, explain this to me. I'm pretty sure we've shown how triggers work and quests work at this point, so we're not going to do too much more in the way of questing. Maybe a little bit of nightmare quests, because I still got them on here, and show the DNA and the progression of that, and getting to Parness, perhaps some of the progression of Templarian model, only you probably don't have to really show that. I think it's pretty well, like, once you're level 40-ish and you're pretty well equipped, that's when you show off Ancient Temple, so this is pretty well where you want to be, where you want to farm. This is where my skills are going, and then there's not much left to talk about. I don't think you need another biscuit, because you... Hey! Why'd you drop that biscuit? Don't put it back. I don't want it. That's your biscuit. You're not getting another one with full flavour. You can't lick the salt off. You can't lick the biscuit. Ah, silly Mary. Should have brought more snacks. Num. More snacks. Ah. Want a stale yogurt drop? You wanna play with the bag? You wanna put that away? It's in the way, is it? These Garudas have a painful skill where they fear you. Not such a big deal though when you're low level in this Gandharva place. Yeah, around level 50, somewhere between 40 and 50 I'll end it with the intention of just saying, hey, 49 FOC, good times, great place to get good. Ancient Temple, great place to level up. Is how you get, you know, gear for level 40 up to 49. Maybe I'll somehow hit up battlefields and point out, you know, how certain battlefields should be played or could be played, winning tactics. Can't see, Mary. Yeah. You're biting on that. No, you're clicking it. Click, 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 click. After that, I don't have a massive plan. I've got a late plan for streaming. Like, months from now, I've got some ideas that I want to try. But I'll probably just play the game like I normally play and sometimes stream for the fun of it on my main character or characters. And I'll probably, if I get a battlefield and I'm like, oh, this is an awesome battlefield, I'll be like, cool, hit the stream button if I've got the time for it. Kids are asleep or having a nap or they're with grandparents and I haven't got nothing better to do. Harry. No, you're not playing. I'm playing. You can go play somewhere else. Play with some toys. You can go play with some toys? You wanna go down? Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. You need to summon Gandharva. You unfortunately cannot summon her again and again. To avoid pulling all these monsters, we're going to kill them. Because we're going to fight Gandharva. I assume that I need to fight Gandharva at this level, or we will die horribly. I already have a potion in the slot over here, but I'm going to move it to D for now, I guess. I think what I'll probably do after I finish the beginner guides is go back to making some videos. I have been working on some stuff with the videos. I've been trying to find ways of improving the graphics of the game without breaking the game, and so far all I've done is break the game, so one of my last videos I did, which was the Kurt Desert ambience, no not ambience, the music. I had a lot of pan shots and I was flying around, and it sucks to look at the map and see all the rendering distances and how there's layers to it. So there's the closer layer where you see the trees and the grass, things like that, and there's the further layer where you see like the skeleton of a tree but not the leaves. Which looks a bit yucky, and sometimes it disappears and reappears. You'll notice in a Wing Rider. So this is where we want to use our PB, because we'll have basically double damage. And it'll also, PB gets rid of debuffs. You still feel the debuff for about a second, and then the PB will kick in and be like, nah. Gets rid of that. When she gets close, we want to throw in the flamethrower. It works. That should be instant cast. You could summon your pet and throw that in as well. With extra DPS, it's definitely viable against bosses. Our pet's doing 1 damage? 34 damage? Very unviable damage, probably not really that useful, maybe half viable by the end of the fight. Oop. Get in a heal before our PV runs out. This is sort of what kiting looks like, guys. It just means less getting hit, less taking damage. I have thrown a pot in for good measure. A little concerned about my HP, because we're not done yet. We're doing up to like 900 damage before, now we're back down to like 400, so it is like doing double damage. There. Dead. Awesome. We got 33,000 XP. It's a great amount of XP at this level, but it's not... You know, like I could farm monsters somewhere else. There are better ways to level up solo. We got nothing. So you always get one of these coins. Some lamp, a bunch of other crap items. Your ring's not too bad. And you typically get a nightmare earring, which is not useful to us. You're better off getting the superness one up from this, which you're not going to get here. I was hoping for a wand. We got a crossbow, a claw, and a giant axe, all of which are not items that I will use. Now, what you do, I mean, you hold on to these items and probably try to sell them later. I'm going to delete that ring, it's pretty crap. And this portal through here will take you to Kurt. Right here in the center, where you used to start the game. At one point in the game. Too fast. Of my mini, this is... My mini? What's the name of your mini Curie? Ah, that is Mary. 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 An old name. Duck my Heinemann. I think that's what that person is acronyming. Okay, so, we didn't get the Gandharva. I ain't that type of fan. G. Okay. Alright, let's finally clean up our inventory. It's bugging me. Okay, we might sell some of this crap. Some of the odd items that somebody out there might want. Gotta remember that we are incredibly weak, low on land, even though we've got more land than most. I dig the old school appearance. Is a hard question to answer. Come watch the stream and I can talk to you in real time. Switch to chat so I can keep up with this guy. Get rid of these scroll quests that we didn't really mean to finish anyway. Just be real. And it's not bad. What have I got banked for later? In case I'm on this character and there's another forge event. We've got the one ring, so that's why we've got that one. Throw a belt in here. Got anything else valuable? Not really. I won't bank anything else for now. Oh, there you go. So, lamenting sound, somebody was obviously doing it at the same time. That's your magic version of the same set. This lamenting cry. Somebody's selling it for nothing, quite literally. Not that special. I really can't be bothered putting any particular price on all this stuff, so I'm gonna sell everything for like, I don't know, 100. That'll get it out of my inventory. Used to have a really awesome macro for all this. try making a macro. It's not a very complicated macro to make. I've made it before. You can see my screen, right? What was in game chat? Oh, I'm sorry, could you not see the game chat? It's mostly just this guy who's on his second character, and he's like, is it worth playing the game? Trying to get into this, I like the aesthetic, that kind of thing, but you know, is it a quest game, is it a grind game? And I was saying, it's kind of both, it really depends on your level. So this is old Logitech software, Logitech gaming software. I used to use this back in like 2016. Not food, not good for chewing on. Not good for your teeth. Kind of crazy that you're chewing on it. Do you want a biscuit? I think you do. Salty. Tastes like pig. Alright. And this is me making a little macro. It's in multi-key. Okay, what do I need to do? I need to go escape, Control V, enter. Okay, can I reset that? Only this time with delays. It needs delays or it'll just press everything all at once in this old software. So escape, Control V, enter. Stop recording. And then just to make things look neater, I'd rather it all be uniform. Just go back over it. Go for a 0.1 second delay everywhere. This will be called escape, copy paste, enter. No repeat options, and press OK. And I'll move this. Escape, copy paste, enter. We'll put it on G3 because that's where I'm used to using it anyway. Close this because it should work now. Not exactly a newbie thing. I mean, if you've got a macro keyboard, I'm just showing you how I do this, guys. So I click this, I press the macro, and boom. Now 100, 1, 2, 3. You've got to make sure, of course, that you've got the correct amount. Now it works basically when you press escape. Gets rid of everything. So it's one button, does everything. Awesome. So you've really just got to select 3 days, hit here, press the button, and that does everything else. Not quite as fast as my old macro used to be. I could probably speed it up. It doesn't normally go horribly wrong. But now I can just hover over a button and use the mouse for everything else. I don't have to move my left hand all over the joint. I might only be selling stuff for 100k, but I'm putting up, 16 items so far. If everything sells, that is, it's gonna be like 2 million land. K is not asking for a lot. I don't expect everything to sell, but it might happen. Sell that as well. Don't need that. Playing with my cord, bub. Want another biscuit?
Num num.
Num num. Okay. I'll give you another biscuit. We're gonna try and do the gutters. Mmm. Yum. Put our flowers down here now. Fluids over here. Thank God for that. That was... my inventory was bugging me. Why is that lagging? Is our stream lagging? Holy crap. Okay, we are going to drop one of our clients and see if that helps. Drop our main account. Our bitrate dropped, so I'm sorry if I cut out for a minute there. I'll get better at this, Narod. One day I'll always be like, blah, blah, blah. This person said blah, blah, blah. Because that's what I should do while I'm streaming. Hey, it's Tana. You've noticed me. Please stop grabbing stuff. Okay, oh, Nightmare's around the corner. Well, that's interesting. I could do the Nightmare quest. So I can continue with that. Should I? If I do the Nightmare quest, I just end up in Parness anyway. Hey, it's X-Shooter. Let's give him a hand. Just offering this guy help, so I bumped into him. He's gonna try and play a hunter. I'm sorry, bub. I didn't mean to reject you. You need a biscuit. Yes, that is what you want. And I'm just letting him know that Hunter's not the easiest class to play for your first. Bit tough to play Soul Hunter as the first class. Really need to get that like first ring and plus it up. Most of the game is a mage's playground. this game. Not sure what he means by that. Should have given him some plant, but he can farm his own land. It's not too hard to get the plant you need. We're gonna fly... Ooh, actually, there is a quick way. Okay, here's a shortcut, guys. Check this out. Well, at the moment it's a bit random, and I do admit that my current beginner's guide stream is a bit random and isn't necessarily like
Mommy.
hey,
Yum, yum,
you
yum.
play with the book. I'll put it on my lap and you play. I'll try. Move it like that, and then keep playing. I wish you could just walk straight back out, but it doesn't quite work that way. So this is a shortcut, and I don't know if I can just go character screen, but I'll hit this character. And I assume he still hits pretty hard. Kinda does. We remove all our armor so it kills us. Bro, fam, I'm just a crapper trying to relax from music. Really don't got much time other than learning. Alright, so you go nearest resurrection location, and that'll take you right to where I want to actually go. It's really handy. Whoop. You flip it around, and then you pop, pop, pop. And then don't forget to put your gear back on, guys. I know, bub. Maybe after Nightmare, I'll end the stream. Hopefully we'll bump into some other people farming in the area, and that'll help. So Nightmare has just started, so to speak. It's been a few minutes. I'm gonna try and finish this research of new Janes. We are that strong that we're just one-shotting, which is awesome. Sorry, bub. I might use my PB here as well. The XP is still worth it in this area. And it's actually going to help level PB. Now PB has its own leveling system. XP. It's different. It's not as hard as leveling your actual character. And it is pretty easy to smash out some levels pretty quick. Don't know what this guy said, I'll check his chat later. We got 10 levels, why not? Hopefully most of the way through this quest now. Nice HP recovery. Nice, that's an instant heal. Hey, it's been a while since we got a rose. How are we doing for roses? 2 reds, 2 blacks. Hey! Vicky? Ah. Ah? I'm sure that's really what you want or need. Strange. Nothing majorly fancy going on here. It's just nice that I can one-shot with a crit and 2-shot otherwise. Very nice. If I had this, but it was fire damage or fire property, that would be ideal for my character because it would be like a free fireball on top of my fireball, so it would give me another opportunity to one-shot. scroll quest. Drop that off while I'm here too. Pretty sure one of these scroll quests does drop a whole table of these, so you can grab an elect one or a fire one or something like that. Not sure which one it was though. That one's sort of it, but that's continuous property damage. Not sure if that's exactly what I'm looking for. Thankfully, these monsters respawn really quickly. I hope I'm still loud enough for the stream, as sometimes I get a bit quiet. Wasn't necessarily that one. That one. I wonder if I should have had time still. And time goes so quick. So yeah, I do recommend that you keep an eye on battlefields. And that you join, find out how long it's going to go for and then join at the last minute and maybe get a free win. Because it's just 3 points, really. Alright, I don't think we're going to do gutters this stream. I think I'm just going to finish this nightmare quest. Maybe clean up my inventory a bit. Marvel at my level up. Never did read his chat. Didn't write anything. That's cool. You do you, man. One more. One more. Yeah. There we go. That's the sound we like to hear. A sound we like to hear. Porting's probably slower, to be honest. Yeah, if that's where I have to go, I might as well fly. Drop this off too while I'm here. Some weird sounds you made there, bub. What you saying? Alright, so we did Ruins of Lament, we did Gandharva. That's about it. Nearly 2 hours. Jeez. There's a lot of time you gotta put in doing basic stuff. But remember, you don't have to follow everything in this guide. You can cut things out. You didn't have to finish Ruins of Lament. You don't have to stop like I do. You could grind for longer. There is actually stuff I haven't done yet that I will show in future streams, like Premium Dungeon. At which point, at this level, that's what I'd recommend doing with gear like this. I would be going Premium Dungeon and trying to get event golems, because you shouldn't have any trouble with event golems. Casey before he disappears, because he disappears during the daytime. And I believe we need to be level 35 the next version of this quest. You can check by writing all into 35. And I am wrong. Okay. Let's go 20 through to 40. Which way? Upper testing at 30. At 40. I missed it. 25. Research for new genes. Huh. Is it really between 40 and 50? It is too. Level 45. You wouldn't think it is. You have to go kill Spearers. By that point, you'd be way too high in level. So I'm not going to have to worry about the DNA quests until level 45 from here on. So that's good. Now we're going to start emptying things out. We don't need these scroll quests. You can do them if you're learning the game and you just want to experience all the quests, and it's not a terrible way to level up. You'll get benefits, but for me, for the rest of this stream, they're not needed. They don't need to be done. I don't get anything much from these. Tiny pittance of XP, so we'll get rid of that. We'll finish Torian's Way because it's on the way through. At some point, I'll finish it. Nightmare quests. Inventory looks alright. Quests are done. Got some drop rate. Maybe I'll get gutters in. Bub's occupied for now, so that could change at any moment, but you saw the entrance to the gutters earlier in this stream. It was next to Kurt, and it was a shortcut to the far side of the map in Turbo. There is another way to get in, and it's one of the other portals that was in the game before they put that portal there near Kurt. I don't know why they put it there. I don't think it was a great idea to put it there. It's not a very noob-friendly area. That's why they had a portal in Parness to begin with. Let's finally drop off Emporian's Way. Gives us a nice chunk of XP. There are a few runaround quests you can do. Like, all these quests are very interesting. Like, grab Suspicions as an example. Got 211,000 XP for finishing Temporian's Way. That's a lot of XP. I don't not recommend doing normal quests. Normal quests have some chunky XP. I will show you what I mean with Suspicions. The Ionics Researcher Camiola? Camol? I don't know. It's just over here. Hey bub, do I need to quit? You need massive fun times? XP is 38,000, so not huge, but the Temporian's Way quest was pretty good. And then all these quests tend to link into each other. So I'm supposed to come out this way again at some point, and this quest takes you in that direction. I'll grab it just to show. Go map. Lioness. Okay, he's not over here. You do end up over there eventually. He's just down here in this crack. You have to go down the canyon slope to get to him. Or go all the way around, but much easier to just run down the mountain. Okay, I think we should buy that Gandharva wand, eh? Nah, I can't be bothered. Don't have anything to really spend my land on at the moment. This is good, that is good. It'd be good to buy some rares or some Karis, so I can plus up one of these fluids. You do need those fancier Xeons. Remember, you can always pick this quest up as a conversation quest anytime in the quest window. Gutters, that's what I was doing. I might even title the next video just Gutters. I think people might find that easier to search for if they're just looking for that. So there are two ports. There's one on this side and one on that side. As far as I know, they both work like normal portals. They've placed it bang on like the gutters, you know, like these little whatever you call them, manhole covers, grates, which is appropriate because it sort of fits the idea of the game. Shields, windows. Alright, so maybe next stream. Next stream, go into the gutters. As much as I'd like to continue going, and do that. Grab happy hour, gutters. Probably skip happy hour, do that later. There's nothing really left to do other than the nightmare quest, which we probably won't do because you can just follow the quest directions at this point. There's a lot on this map of interest, but it's not. It's more for somebody who really, really wants to know all that stuff, and I don't need to show all that stuff. You can find it on your own. It's just Ancient Temple, really. That's the main thing. I wouldn't go rushing off to do Emperor Graham anytime soon. Mostly just Ancient Temple for grinding later. Otherwise, it's Premium Dungeon, Treasure Dungeon, if I can do Treasure Dungeon. Pretty sure I can, but it'll be hard. Gutters, Battlefield, and then just some Ancient Temple. So I think the Beginner's Guide playthrough series is going to be over soon, maybe 2 or 3 more episodes, see how it goes. I'm confident that I could kill monsters in Ancient Temple, so really we are running out of stuff to do. Well, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. This will go up on YouTube instantaneously. Yeah, gotta be a parent. See you later. See you later, Gregory. Thanks for coming in.